Hello everyone, our today's topic is portrait and subtopic is head illustration. Let's see the material required for the drawing. Pencil, eraser, poster colors, brushes, palette, 1/8 size drawing paper. We are going to stick this paper with the sellotape from all the four sides. Now we start on a drawing. We take 4 finger distance from the upper sides to draw on a portrait. From front view, take approximately 15 to 20 cm distance for the head, and then we are going to draw the lines for the eyes, nose, eyebrows, lips, everything that we learn in head study front view. Drawing should be light so that if you goes wrong somewhere we can erase it and change it. Now this is in a middle vertical symmetrical line because our head is symmetrical. Now we here draw an eyebrow with the reference of this vertical symmetrical line. Then eyes, this all proportions of the eyes, eyebrows, nose, everything we learn in our head study assignment that we learned before. If you don't know, you can see our head proportion video from the front view so that you can understand how we draw this. Then nose and then lips. Everything I'm going to draw lightly so that if it goes wrong somewhere I can erase it and change it. And after I finalizing this drawing, I'm going to darken this drawing. This is our outer shape of the head. Our head is slightly pointed toward down. That's why it's look like an oval. Here is the hairs we are going to draw. I am directly draw here, not going to take proportions because I know what I am going to draw here. I have a practice, so I can draw directly. You might be not able to draw properly, so you draw step by step that I am going to taught you before. Here we are going to draw illustration, that means the simplify portrait. That's why we are not going to add more details in a portrait. We are going to simplify a portrait. All the proportions, eyes, nose, lips, ears, hairs, everything we are going to need. But when we going to color this portrait, minimum shades and minimum lines and details we require for this portrait. That's why we are going to call this is an illustration. Now we are going to start some coloring. We are going to apply a wash in the background. I am taking some bright vibrant colors, red, blue, yellow, orange, violet colors. I am taking here red, blue and violet because the face colors and the cloth colors are bright colors. That's why I am taking some dark shades to highlight our head from the background. Now we start with the face color. I am taking in a fresh tint color, but if you don't have fresh tint color you can use a yellow ochre, red, white combination here so that it's look like a skin color. Everybody in the world has a different skin tone. Some are bright, some are dark, some are brownish in shade. So depend on the head, we are going to change our tone of the head. So everywhere not able to use this fresh tint color. If the head are fair, we can use a fresh tint color. Otherwise we are going to add red and brown in it. This is an eyebrow, and for that I am using a mixture of brown and green color. For the eyeballs also I am taking same tone because eyes are slightly brownish in shade. Now here I am adding a depth in a nose, which is in a most darkest part in our head. And for the more darken shade we add some blue color in it so that we get more darkened tone. We are adding depth in eyes by adding blue color. Also we draw the middle line of the lips, and we add some tones in eyebrows also. Now we add lighter tone on a skin by adding white color in a skin tone. We are showing here only three dimensions: light, middle and dark, but mostly we stick to the two major dimensions like light and dark. Here our second dimension, light. We already apply middle tone. Now we add some darkness so that we get three dimensions here. This is our darkened tone we are adding here. I already told that this is our illustration, so that we are not going to add more details in it. Only three dimensions and the features and likeness we required here. So no details, all the dimensions we required here. Only we differentiate with the tones, light, middle and dark, and the features of the character like eyes, eyeballs, nose. Everybody has different sides of the nose, eyes, eyeballs. Some has big nose, some has small nose. So depend on that we are going to differentiate, and we show our illustration of the head. Sometimes we require two applications of the colors so that we get a proper tone that we want. And here we completed our head with the two dimensions, light and middle tone. Now in hairs we taking a brownish greenish tone, because this character has a brownish hair. That's why I am using brownish greenish tone for the hairs. And afterward we add some dark tone by adding blue colors. This is an illustration, that's why we here also showing two tones of the hairs, one dark middle tone and one dark tone. This is middle tone, slightly greenish in shade. So we have two tones, one dark and middle tone. Now we add some details in eyebrows and other parts of the head. In the nose also we showing one dimension on lower part of the nose, one dark tone, and this same tone we continue on heads also. I already told that we required two applications of the colors. We already applied this tone before, but sometimes it gets fade out when we apply second application of the color on a face. Now we get some dimension depth in eyes and nose also. Also we apply some depth in ears. Now for the lips I am taking a brownish reddish color. This is an illustration, slightly cartoonish animated figure. So we are taking only one tone for the lips. So we are taking brownish reddish tone. Now we are not showing any details in a lips. Also in the neck it has a shadow of the head that we are showing with a dark tone. Now we add slight amount of details in a head so that it's cleared their features. In eyeballs also we add some dark tone by adding blue color. We are going step by step here. Like portrait, we are applying middle tone, then slight amount of light tone, and then gradually we increasing on our dark tones in a figure whatever we require. You should not directly apply dark tones in human figures, otherwise the tones gets vibrates, and because of increasing the tones you unable to manage your shade and tone quality of the head, and it is very much difficult to come back to your track and you lost your track. That's why you better go step by step, dark to light or light to dark. Now we move to the coloring of the cloth. For the t-shirts I am taking a yellow shade but I am not directly apply yellow color here. I am slightly add green color here for the first applications of the color, and in second applications I am applying a fresh yellow color so it's look good and gets vibrant. Here we apply some outlines and some details which we use in illustrations, so it looks an animated illustration figure. In eyes as well as in heads we add some small amount of details. We are not showing details in a face, we just add details in a eyes, nose, lips, ears. So after getting outlines, it's come out from the background. Here we adding some details with the tracing. If you want to use black Makutip pen or the black marker, you can use for this tracing purpose or the outlining purpose, but I am going to advise you to use a brush for tracing or outlining, so it's look better. And if you use brownish or a bluish tone, it is perfect for this skin tone. Now we are adding some highlights on some parts of the head and eyes, nose with the white color. This is our final step for the head coloring. I hope you understand this demonstration. This is very much simple portrait illustration. There is very few details I am showing here. Many more details you can add here if you want to, but because of this is our first assignment to learn a portrait illustration, I am not adding more details here. Now I am adding more depth in a background so that our portrait illustrations come out from the background. That's why I am adding more darkish blue and reddish color in a background. For the better portrait illustration, you need to concentrate on a drawing and the skin tone of the character and the features, so you easily makes a perfect portrait illustration. So keep on practicing. Thank you. Best of luck.